Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys back on the stream once again tonight. Happy Thursday night to you guys. We got a good one in store. Top two teams in the Eastern Conference. This game taking place at the Barclays Center. We got the Boston Celtics. We got the Brooklyn Nets for this matchup. Boston, number one team in the East, 30-12 overall record. 13-7 on the road this season for Boston, coming off 4 straight victories in a row. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. Brooklyn, 27-13 record, currently a half game above Milwaukee at number 2 in the East. They're 13-5 on their home floor. Brooklyn's coming off 2 straight victories as the Nets have won the last 18 out of 20, the last 14 of 15 games for Brooklyn. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off in about 5-6 minutes from now approximately here. And a couple of key injuries to note for this game. Brooklyn without Kevin Durant for at least 2 weeks now, as that was announced on Monday. So they're going to have to find scoring production otherwise, as KD, number 6 scorer in the league, averaging just under 30 points per game, will not play tonight and is out for the next 2 weeks right now. And that's due to an MCL sprain in his right knee. Jaylen Brown not playing tonight for the Celtics, as I'm looking at the starters right now. So he has been left out. He dropped 41 yesterday against the Pelicans. And Al Horford sitting out due to rest. So the Celtics coming off a back-to-back winning over New Orleans yesterday, but without a couple of key players entering this game. Mario, Chris, Ron, Jose, glad to have you guys in the stream being a part here. Once again, should be a great one tonight, minus some of the key players in this matchup. Celtics won the first meeting back on December 4th at home at the TD Garden, 103-92. For the Nets here, significant loss without KD for at least the next 2 weeks that they're going to have. We know what Kyrie's capable of for scoring. Kyrie's averaging above 26 right now, but other than that, they need to find other scores on Brooklyn. And Ben Simmons only averaging just 7 points per game. This is an opportunity here for Ben Simmons to see if he can find his offensive game. As at one point, he was the number 2 scorer behind Joel Embiid when he played at Philadelphia, averaging, I think it was around like 18 points per game early in his career for Ben Simmons. But this is an opportunity for him to see if he can start to put something together offensively, because the numbers look like this. KD averaging 29.7 points per game. Nets going to be without him for at least the next 2 weeks. Kyrie's averaging 26. Nick Claxton averaging around 12. And then after that, there's a big drop-off between the next player averaging just under 10 points per game that they have on the team. And that's TJ Warren, who's the number 4 scorer. Woody, hockey fan, glad to have you guys back in. Yeah, Xavier's doing amazing, man. Providence, they're doing so well too. Both undefeated in the Big East. It's a huge game here going on tonight. Covering play-by-play for you guys. Make sure to vote up in that poll. Who do you guys got in this game tonight? Celtics or Nets? Going to tip off really shortly. Boston starting to get back to their roots which was before they started to lose games. They were cold to close out the month of December, transpired into early December for Boston, but they got blown out. They had that terrible game last week. They gave up 150 to OKC. After that, though, they've been rock solid ever since. 4 straight victories after the OKC blowout loss. They're averaging above 119 points per game in the last 4 on their winning streak. And what Ime Udoka last season preached to the Celtics, they were struggling to find it with Joe Mazzulla lately. They gave up those 150 points last week, but after that loss against OKC, defense, and that's what's really helped here for Boston, finally being able to find out their defense, only giving up an average of 106 points per game to opponents on their 4-game winning streak entering in. Got a little bit lucky with the schedule. They've dodged a couple teams that weren't at full strength yesterday, winning off the back-to-back, first game of the back-to-back at home against New Orleans, 125-114. Pelicans without Zion and Brandon Ingram, but they've been able to play a lot of close games and close them out as of late for the Celtics here. And this is a team that's mostly healthy. They're without Jaylen Brown tonight, though. Without Al Horford, he's out due to rest. But majority of the players have played this season for the Celtics or are starting to get back into playing time, like Rob Williams late December coming back from injury for Boston. Brooklyn entering this one as they've won 14 of the last 15 games. This is the first game, though, that they're without KD, as they came off a win at Miami, 102-101 on Sunday. Kevin Durant played in that game, scored 17. Celtics with a green uniforms tonight, white numbers, white letters, on the road for Boston. This game's taking place at the Barclays Center. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off in just a moment. Starters look like this for the Celtics: Marcus Smart, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Robert Williams III. Jaylen Brown has been rolled out tonight due to an abductor strain, same as Al Horford. He is out, listed out due to rest. Kyrie, Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton. The starting 5 tonight for Brooklyn. Everybody playing for the Nets besides Kevin Durant. He's out for the next 2 weeks due to an MCL sprain. Ryan, what's good? Welcome back in, brother. About to get ready to tip off. Should be a good one here. Battle between the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference going down. Celtics on the road coming into this game as a 1-point favorite, over under at 225 for this matchup. Rob Williams, Nick Claxton as we tip it underway, and the Celtics control the opening tip. Boston left to right on the floor. Celtics with the ball first. White moves over to Rob Williams at the right wing. His pass sail is too tall off the head of Marcus Smart, looking to cut to the hoop. That's a turnover 12 seconds into the game by Boston. Ralph, welcome in. Wide awake, welcome back to the stream. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in. This game just started. Brooklyn first possession, left wing perimeter Kyrie. Gives over to Ben Simmons, only averaging 7 points per game, looking to see if he can turn it up with the absence of Kevin Durant. As we have a quick whistle, not a good start for the Celtics. Jason Tatum called in the reach and foul in the corner. 25 seconds in so far. The clock will stop with 11:35. Brooklyn gets the inbound. Simmons, top of the key, defended by Tatum, moves it out to the left wing. 3 on his way, Kyrie, swoosh. And that started off with a Kyrie 3. Good chance that he's going to drop 30 tonight against his former team. Tatum, second possession of the game, defended at the top of the key by Kyrie. 11:15 remaining in the first. Tatum, dribble drive, attack down the lane, dump off to Rob Williams. Rob puts it up at the right block, no good, too strong. Claxton comes in, secures the defensive rebound. Uncle Pizzle, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream, man, out from London. Mario, welcome back in, brother. Second possession of the game. Kyrie, step back 3, blocked by Tatum. Here goes the Celtics with it. 1 minute through. Tremendous block there by JT. Smart, dribble, attack, downhill. All flings it over to Rob Williams, cutting straight line to the hoop right behind Smart and throws it down with a two-handed jam. Nice vision right there by Marcus Smart, able to pass it right to the trail. Down inside the post, bucket up and in off the backboard. On the board first time tonight. That is Joe Harris for Brooklyn with a layup. Celtics with the ball, top of the key. It's Tatum. As we have a whistle, Harris picks up the reach-in defending Tatum. Clock will stop with 10:28. James, welcome in. Ron, Jeannie, welcome back in the stream. Things going pretty well. Celtics will get the inbound 5-2 Brooklyn early going of this game. Marcus Smart has it now, defended by Joe Harris at the left wing perimeter. Smart looking to pass it off. Sends it over to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Kyrie, top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass over to White. 2 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. White missed off the back rim, tipped up by Smart. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be rolled. A rebound foul picked up by Boston. So it'll go back to Brooklyn, just above 10 minutes left to go. It's going to be charged to Derek White on the personal foul, his first. And we get another whistle away from the basketball. So Boston picks up another one here, and the clock will stop with 10:03. Two minutes in the game so far. Simmons receives the inbound. Moves it over to Claxton around the perimeter, guarded by Grant Williams. No Jaylen Brown tonight for the Celtics. Neither is Al Horford playing out due to rest. Kyrie drives, attacks on Grant Williams. Or that's Royce O'Neal, number 00. He attacks inside the paint, scores, plus the foul. Grant Williams picks up the blocking foul. First one of the game as Royce O'Neal will shoot 2 at the line. Hey, thanks so much, Wide Awake. Appreciate it. And the free throw is good. 3-point play complete by O'Neal. So slow start for the Celtics here on the road right now. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Smart at the wing. Moves it cross court over to Rob Williams. Puts the ball back into the hands of Smart. Smart dribble, drive, down the lane. Kick out to the corner. Tatum. Guarded by Kyrie. Right corner perimeter. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum dribbles towards his left. Tatum draws a double team. Shovels it out to the corner. 3 on its way. That's good. Bang, bang right there from the outside. That's Derek White for the first 3 ball of the night for Boston. 9:20 remaining in the first. Open 3 straight away. O'Neal missed off the front rim. White collects the defensive rebound. White takes it fast up the floor. Moves it over to Grant Williams. Into the hands now to Smart at the right wing. Guarded by Simmons. Spin move on Simmons into the paint. Smart flings it over to Rob Williams. Bounce pass back to Smart as it goes off a deflection and out of bounds. The clock will stop with 9:02, broken up by Brooklyn to get a fingertip in there. It's a dangerous pass by Rob Williams. He opened up the game with an offensive turnover, passing the ball to the low post. Derek White turns the corner, drives down the lane inside. Got rejected but fouled. Or no, they're going to count as a goaltend. So they will count that as a goaltend there. So not a clean block by Brooklyn. They'll give the 2 points awarded to Derek White. Yeah, it hit the white block off the glass, and then Nick Claxton came in and blocked it late. So Celtics on a 5-zip run. Simmons at the elbow, moves over to Harris. Drives baseline, backdoor, scores for Joe Harris. Celtics once again go quick up the floor. Marcus Smart moves it to the top of the key to White. 8:35 remaining in the first. Off the Tatum lob. Over the top. There's Rob Williams with a two-handed throwdown. Alley-oop flush sent up by Jason Tatum with an assist. Great passing right there. They work their way outside to inside by Boston. 8:20 remaining in the first quarter. Kyrie going backdoor, and his lob over to Claxton got position and scores behind the defense. Celtics cannot have that happen right there. Rob Williams, he was caught 2 up near the free throw circle instead of playing back underneath the rim. Tatum takes a 3 straight away, top of the key, missed off the back rim. O'Neal secures the defensive rebound. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Kyrie drives through traffic, poked out of bounds by Smart. It's going to stay Brooklyn ball. Baba Booey, Desmond, Jay Ramirez, welcome to the stream, guys. Glad to have you guys back in. Rob Williams going to check out of the game first time tonight. They're going to send Luke Cornett getting some early minutes right now with just 4 minutes through. No Al Horford tonight in this game. Under 8 minutes remaining in the first, Brooklyn takes the jumper with Kyrie. Tough one, and he drills it at the top of the free throw circle. 18-footer straight away. Contested. 5 points so far for Kyrie. He's going to drop 30 most likely in this game without KD. Smart takes a 3. Missed off the back rim, a rebound controlled defensively by Claxton. Celtics settling for a lot of deep jumpers so far in a game. Kyrie fadeaway 3, missed off the rim. And lucky for Boston, able to come up with a defensive rebound. Tatum takes a pass midcourt. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow, up fake. Swings it over to Cornette inside the post. Cornette backs his way in. Claxton turnaround hook with a right hand. Luke Cornette on the board with a 2 points. Able to get the right-handed turnaround hook over Nick Claxton. Hey, thanks so much, David. Appreciate it, man. Baba Booey, welcome back on the channel. 7 minutes left to go in the first. Great start so far in this game. Scoring starting to pick up. Almost got his pickpocketed jumper by the Nets, and that is good. From the right elbow by TJ Warren. Great job by Warren to stay with that basketball. He almost lost it. Celtics down by 5. Smart, top of the key, defended by O'Neal. Dribbles up to the right elbow. Smart, kick out to the corner. Wide open 3. Luke Cornette drills it. Oh, man, look at the minutes that he's got so far off the bench. 2 minutes. 5 points by Luke Cornette, completely wide open at the right corner. Takes the 3 and connects on it. Brooklyn right back drills a 3 from downtown. And that is Warren who knocks down the triple. Christian on the stream, welcome on board. Awa, welcome in. Smart, kick out to Cornette, over to Grant Williams, takes the 3 at the wing, missed off the mark. And a defensive rebound hauled down by Simmons. Under 6 minutes left to go in the first. Brooklyn by 5 so far in this game. Kyrie lobs it down inside the low post. It's over to Claxton. Backs his way. Low post on Cornette. Great contest by Cornette. Off the front rim, no good. And Tatum comes out with a defensive rebound. Tatum pushes it out to the corner. Deflected pass out of bounds. Last touch by Brooklyn. Game clock will stop. 5:40 left to go in the first. We're going to take the first media timeout of the game right now. Not many whistles. A lot of constant basketball going on as we're already midway through the first quarter so far in this one. Brooklyn with a lead 19-14. All right, first time out of the game right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board being a part here on the channel right now. And hit us up in the chat. Who you guys got in this game tonight, Nets or Celtics? You guys already didn't know. If you haven't been on the channel before, big Celtics fan. Massachusetts born and bred myself. My college team is Providence that I root for. But all fans here, whoever you root for, definitely accepted and appreciated on the channel. I cover all different types of teams, so not just one team, different types of teams, both NBA and college. Derek White, 5 points. Luke Cornette, what a game he's got so far. 5 points, made a corner 3, made a hook shot in the low post. With 2 minutes, perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. That's quality bench minutes right there. Brooklyn, 5 points by Kyrie leading the way, 4 by Joe Harris. Royce O'Neal with 3. Nick Claxton's got 2 with 2 rebounds. Tatum yet to score so far. So Tatum 0 for 1 in 6 minutes from the floor. No Jaylen Brown tonight for Boston in this game. A positive sign right now that the Celtics just down by 5 points without Tatum on the scoreboard currently, and without Jaylen Brown, and Malcolm Brogdon's yet to check into the game tonight, and no Al Horford for Boston. But then again, Brooklyn's without Kevin Durant so far. Ben Simmons yet to attempt a shot. He's got 2 blocks though. Yes, Cincinnati will beat Baltimore again. Yeah, I actually took a note here in my wild card projections today. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know. So, I got 49ers over Seahawks, 27-13 for the Niners. Close game between the Chargers and the Jags. I get the Chargers, 27-24. I get the Bills crushing the Dolphins, 41-3. I've got an upset here, the Giants over the Vikings, 28-24. I heard before this game, I was watching one of the ESPN2 shows, The Daily Wager, and they talked about how the Giants were -2 in turnovers against Minnesota when they played each other back in December, and the Giants only lost by 3. And Daniel Jones passed the ball for over 300 passing yards that game. So first time you lose. I think the second time you could be much more hungrier to go out there. So I'm thinking the Giants could control that game and pull off the upset, get some stops. I got the Bengals crushing the Ravens 34-13. I don't think Lamar Jackson's playing. And then Bucks over Cowboys in a game that's going to go well under 6-0. Maybe I'm on something right now, but yeah, those two teams played each other week 1. It was all field goals, 19-3. I think that Monday Night Football game is going to be a grind. I don't think the offenses are going to get going. I don't know how in the world that over-under right now is at around 45. We get back to action. Tatum with the basketball at the top. Lost it. Tried to save it. Great save as he puts the ball into the hands of Luke Cornett. Grant Williams floats to the shot, and he gets the bucket, able to float up the runner into the key. Wow. That's a major possession back from the timeout for Boston that did not look so well. Looked like it was going to be a turnover right from the get-go. Jumper at the free throw circle, connecting is TJ Warren for 2. I get the Bills to win the Super Bowl. Braden, welcome back in. Hopefully Celtics can still do it for your man JB tonight. Smart. Dribbles up to the free throw circle, bounce pass over to Grant Williams. Oh, he goes no look. Spin move at the backboard, floats up a wild shot and scores up in and off the glass by Grant Williams. Back-to-back buckets by Grant coming out of the timeout. 4:40 left to go in the first. TJ Warren, fall away. Low block, missed off the mark. Tipped up off the hands of Derek White into the hands to Smart for the defensive rebound. Smart moves over to Tatum. Jab step defended by Kyrie. Drives baseline. Tatum floats it up. Shaka Alter tipped in, though, with a little bit of help. That's Luke Cornett doing the dirty work. Luke Cornett, 7 points in 3 minutes so far in the game. Kyrie went down a little bit slow to get up, but he's up now. And on the far side of the floor, we have a foul picked up by It's going to be on the Celtics by Luke Cornett as he reaches in defending TJ Warren. Which NFL fan base do you think is in more heartbreak currently? I think it's going to be the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys lose against Tom Brady this week. They couldn't even beat, they weren't even close to beating Sam Howell. So how are they going to go from losing to a third-string quarterback to the greatest of all time? Still, at the age of 45, you always know Tom Brady shows up for the playoffs. Like the games that really matter, like him and Mike Evans. That game against Carolina to clinch the division, they went off. Driving baseline, Curry floats it up off the glass and scores. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first. Just this one game tonight. Smart moves it off to Tatum. Tatum yet to score so far. Takes the 3. He changes that. Drills the 3. We're even at 23. That's what happens when you get the ball to JT wide open straight away at the top of the key there. Kind of shocking that he hasn't been able to get going so far, but his teammates stepping up. Quality minutes out of Luke Cornett and Grant Williams. They've combined for 12 of the 23 so far in this game as we have a timeout taken on the court. 3:40 left to go in the first right now. 23-23. Boston starting again on the run. This game very well going to come down to depth tonight in this matchup. Brooklyn without Kevin Durant. Celtics without a couple key players, missing Jaylen Brown and also Al Horford. But Malcolm Brogdon has yet to... He's only played 1 minute so far in the game for Malcolm Brogdon. So he's going to get more touches as we go throughout the course of the game. Luke Cornett getting quality minutes tonight. 7 points in 4 minutes. Grant Williams... Oh, no, it's Luke Cornett. He's got 7 points. Derek White's got 5. And then Grant Williams has got 4. So they've combined for 11 to 23 between Grant and Cornett tonight. Derek White's the one I saw. He's got 5 for White. Do I think the Jets are going to have any other decent season? Well, they're going to have to get a really good quarterback in order to get to the playoffs. Ron, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. 40 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Back to the heartbreak thing with like an NFL franchise going through heartbreak, regular season type. That would be the Denver Broncos. You You traded all those players away to Seattle. Seattle makes it to the playoffs. And Denver, not even close to the playoffs. And just the regression of Russell Wilson, like losing a ton of steps to what he was when he played at Seattle. Goes down as like one of the worst trades in NFL history. Wow, the Thunder up on the road so far against the Sixers, 43-39. A couple other games going on right now. Heat up over the Bucks, 10-6. Raptors looking good, leading the Hornets 23-11. Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett was terrible. Kansas and K-State, do I think they're going to split the season? I think so. Kansas has played so many close games, but, man, K-State, who would have ever thought that team would be 15-1? Ranked at number 11 right now. Like, they have a new head coach. A lot of the players they got were via transfer. Man, they've been a big shock. Yeah, that's right. Forgot about that because all the injuries that the Rams had. Yeah, the Raiders lost multiple games this year, like close games, blown leads. That's another one that had bad heartbreak, like multiple double-digit blown leads this year by the Raiders. We get back to action, 3.5 left to go. As Curry had it poked loose, lost it though out of bounds. Turnover by Brooklyn coming out of the timeout. I think it's between Denver and Memphis. I'm probably going to go Denver right now for my prediction, for NBA Finals prediction. Celtics against Nuggets in the championship. I just think that there's certain steps that you have to take to get to like the NBA Finals, and Denver's almost there. They back in the bubble, they went all the way to the Western Conference Finals and lost to the Lakers. And now they got a much deeper team for Denver this season, as it's not just all Jokic. He's got Jamal Murray back, plus like the young guys playing really good. KCP, as that's a 3 at the wing by Joe Harris. 2:50 left to go in the first. And MPJ went healthy. At the corner, Tatum drives baseline. Tatum, as he is able to go in for the layup and score with a finger roll. Warren takes the 3, missed off the rim. Smart comes out with a defensive rebound. Probably that Buffalo against Minnesota game. Jumper missed off the front rim. A rebound controlled by Joe Harris for Brooklyn. Curry, defended by Brogdon on the outside. 12 on the shot clock for Curry. Gives over to Simmons. Back to Curry. Takes the jumper. Deep 2. Skipped around the rim and out. As Grant Williams picks up the defensive rebounds. Ben Simmons only averaging around 7 points per game. This would be a good time for him to step up offensively, to chip into some of the production by KD, at least like very little of it, but not even yet to attempt a shot so far. Right to the rim goes Boston as they take the lead. 27-26 now. Celtics by 1 minute 45 left to go. That was Malcolm Brogdon with a layup, so Brogdon finally on the board. Warren at the corner, dribbles up to the key, floats up the shot, contested by Rob Williams. Great defense there for Boston, and the Celtics have it. Push it out in transition. Smart pass up the floor off one bounce over to Tatum with a Euro step. He scores with a layup. Celtics by 3 now. Vegas, welcome back in here, brother. Great game so far. Celtics trailing through most of the first quarter, but they found themselves a 3-point lead at the moment. Smart almost came up with a steal. Pass out to the corner. Yuta Watanabe, top 3-point shooter in the league. 52% from 3, missed it at the corner. Curry has it back though. Bounce past Joe Harris. Takes the 3 at the right corner. Missed off the back rim. And Brooklyn starting to go cold. Grant Williams came up with a defensive board. Celtics looking hot as of late. They've made the last 7 out of 8 shot attempts from the floor. Final minute left to go in the first. Tatum, defended by Watanabe, one-on-one, step back 3, long range. Airballed it by Tatum, and Simmons comes out with a rebound. Outlet pass behind the defense. Watanabe gets the layup as the Celtics were not back in transition. Yeah, that's a poor shot decision by Jason Tatum. Just goes for like a 30-foot step back over Yuta Watanabe. Missed. Here's another three. Smart too long. And the Celtics are selling right now. They're just selling for too many jumpers from the perimeter. Transitional three. Joe Harris hits it. Man, that's a crusher. 5-zip run. Last 15 seconds for Brooklyn right now to take the lead. 31-29. Joe Harris out on the break. Sharp shooter. Knocking down the triple. He's got 10. 18 seconds left to go. 4-second differential. Shot clock and game clock in the first quarter. Smart. Defended by Curry on the outside. Ball poke loose to the backcourt. Smart picks it up. 6 seconds. Moves over to Tatum. Up fake. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Clock will stop with 7.4 with 4 in the shot clock, and the shot clock stops. It's going to be a reach and fall picked up by Brooklyn as we have 7.4 seconds left to play. Joe, welcome back in, man. Yeah. 72 by Tatum and Brown yesterday. Brown dropped 41, and then they combined for 22 to 50 rebounds. Sam Hauser trying to see if he can put the Celtics in a spark here from the perimeter. He checks into the game. Inbound Brogdon. 5 seconds left to go. Brogdon, top of the key. Dribbles. Drives. Inside up fake. Puts it up. Got blocked. Hauser gets it back. Corner three at the buzzer. Or that's Pritchard who took the corner three, missed off the mark, no good. And we close out at the end of the first. Brooklyn 31, Celtics 29. Big rejection by Nick Claxton as he denied Malcolm Brogdon inside the paint. One quarter in the book so far, and a good one. Top two teams in the Eastern Conference. Missing a couple key players tonight, but nevertheless, still a great game when these two teams meet up. Saw that all throughout the playoffs last year, all close games, despite the series being lopsided. Every single game determined by single digits. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. As we've closed out in corner number one. Yes, Brad Stevens still the president of basketball operations for Boston. We got other scores out the NBA tonight. Thunder up over the Sixers, 54-43. Bucks leading the Heat right now, 18-12 without Giannis. And the Raptors looking good, leading the Hornets, 31-21. That's a shocking score there with the Thunder up over the Sixers currently. Thunder leading by 11. It's at Philadelphia. No, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. Yeah, I was thinking about underrated here. Jared Goff usually has been known to be turnover prone, but he helped out my fantasy team late stretch of the season. Like he really took care of the football. I think it was like the last 7 or 8 weeks of the season. Jared Goff didn't have a single interception for him, so he took much better care of the football for him, and they ended up on a high note for Detroit, knocking off the Packers in the final game of the season, whereas things just didn't click this year for Aaron Rodgers, for him. Ice baby, welcome back on the stream. Yeah, SGA's having an amazing season. That Thunder team got a really bright future. Because they're not, completely, in last place. And their draft pick, Chet Holmgren, is out for the rest of the year. So they got a really bright future with all the young players in their team. They keep on getting better. We get back to action. Brooklyn opening up with a slam dunk to start off the second quarter. Yeah, Geno Smith, like, nobody claimed him at the start of the season on fantasy. The Seahawks, low-key, like, nobody thought that they were going to be good. And to make the playoffs, they were big-time overachievers for them this year. Celtics with a 2 inside the paint, 2-point game, 11:15 left to go. Harris takes a 3 at the wing, missed off the rim. Rob Williams comes in with a defensive rebound. Top scorer so far for Boston is Luke Cornett so far off the bench. He's got 7, perfect 3 for 3 from in 4 minutes. Jason Tatum's got 5 points so far. Looking for a much better second quarter for Tatum, as that's a missed 3 from the outside by Hauser. Curry crosses midcourt, defended at the top by Rob Williams. Curry dribbles, drives, and Rob Williams comes up with a block try to save it. So we get a whistle, though, and the clock will stop with 10:46. So it was not a clean block by Rob Williams. Yeah, he did get his shooting hands. Right shooting hand to Curry he got. So blocking foul committed by Rob Williams. First one's good for Curry. Curry with a second free throw, and he makes it. Celtics with a possession. White moves it out to his right to Brogdon. Brogdon top of the key on the floor with Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Sam Hauser, and Rob Williams. Hauser receives the pass, drives left baseline, bounce pass into the hand of Brogdon. Takes the jumper, deep 2, connects on it at the right baseline by Malcolm Brogdon. 2-point game once again. Celtics hanging in. Joe Harris top scorer for Brooklyn tonight with 10 points. Ben Simmons has 7 assists. Kyrie top of the key. Bounce pass over to Royce O'Neal. He is on the floor with Joe Harris, Nick Claxton, and Seth Curry. 3 taken from the outside. That's a make by the Nets to go up 38-33. White, pass over to Brogdon, attacks the paint, puts one up, down at the low block, missed off the mark, deflected out of bounds off the hands of Rob Williams, and it will go back to Brooklyn. So Celtics without Jaylen Brown tonight. Jason Tatum hasn't really been able to get going in this game either so far. For Tatum, just 4 points in the early going, 9:50 remaining in the second. Kyrie moves it out to his right to Seth Curry. Curry defended by Derek White. Curry takes the jumper, deep 2. He drills it. So Curry's starting to get going for Brooklyn right now. Celtics leaving a lot of space on the defensive floor at the moment. Brogdon kick to the corner, finds Hauser over to White. Up fake White into the key, floats up the runner. Missed off the rim, tried to go for the tip, and Rob Williams couldn't control the rebound, and Joe Harris comes down with it in traffic. Sends it off to Kyrie. Kyrie on a mission, attacking right to the paint with a left hand, and he's going to draw the blocking foul. And that's charged to Peyton Pritchard. Game clock will stop. 9:12 left to play. Not that much, James. 2 shots here at the line for Kyrie. First one, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. We got 60 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here in the stream. Play-by-play of NBA games and college hoops. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering the Warriors versus the Spurs tomorrow, same time, 7:30 p.m. It'll be the largest game in attendance in NBA history tomorrow. 63,000 plus taking place in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. As Derek White attacks the paint, he'll draw the blocking foul charge to Royce O'Neal. So now the game's starting to get a little bit choppy. Couple fouls as of late currently. Nobody's picked up 2 so far in the game. Everybody's picked up 1 personal foul or 0. Derek White, 2 free throws to the line so far for White. He's got 5 points from the 5 points starting today. First one is good. Second one by White, missed off the front rim. A rebound controlled by Nick Claxton. My name is Sal, if you guys didn't know. I'm glad to have you guys on board today. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys got here, Celtics or Nets. You guys all know who I'm rooting for. Hand off to Kyrie. Kyrie brings a double team of the right wing. Moves it over to Curry. Curry guarded by Hauser around the perimeter. 5 in the shot clock. Curry takes the jumper to right elbow. He drills it. Man, the Celtics giving up too many jumpers by Brooklyn for deep 2 so far in this game. Brooklyn feeling it from the mid-range. 8:30 left to go before halftime. Brogdon, kick out to the wing. White takes a 3. He drills it for Boston. Derek White having a great game tonight. Yeah, Providence is really good right now. They're undefeated in the Big East. So them and Xavier outperforming expectations. Undefeated, both of them in their conference. 8:10 remaining before half. Curry, jumper over Pritchard at the free throw circle. No good, rattled out. Rob Williams with a defensive rebound. Tatum currently on the bench getting a breather. White drives baseline underneath the hoop. Derek White looking to pass it out. Finds Hauser in the corner. Off to Brogdon. Brogdon, step back 3 in the air. Missed off the front rim. Peyton Pritchard comes up with an offensive rebound. Wow, Peyton Pritchard with a hustle play. Pass over to Rob Williams. In and out of the fingertips of Brogdon on the extra pass, and that's a turnover. That was a great second chance possession, but Brogdon couldn't secure it. Looks like Brogdon's a little bit off today. 3 at the wing. Joe Harris missed off the back rim, and Brogdon picks up the defensive rebound. Here goes Brogdon. Dribble drive right to the lane. Missed the layup, but the tip in. Help out right there. That is Hauser with a tip in for 2. Teamwork with a great follow right at the rim. 7:15 remaining before halftime. Celtics right there, just down by 4. Kyrie, top of the key. Defended by Rob Williams in the outside now. Bounce pass over to Claxton. Claxton puts it up. Missed off the glass off a smaller Brogdon. And Brogdon comes out with a defensive board. Brogdon, Hauser, corner 3. Pritchard, bang, bang. He drills it. Peyton Pritchard playing for those extra minutes tonight. And he delivers from downtown. It's a 1-point game with 7 minutes left to go before halftime. The hustle by number 11. And green and white for Boston right now. You gotta love it. Peyton Pritchard came up with a big offensive rebound over Nick Claxton a couple possessions ago. Peyton Pritchard knocks down his first bucket of the game with a corner 3 out in transition. He's got 3 points off the bench. Malcolm Brogdon with 6. Luke Cornett with 7 points in the first quarter. Sam Hauser's got 2 off the bench. Celtics so far 18 bench points in this game currently. Brooklyn has themselves 17 bench points right now. So both of the benches delivering currently. Jason Tatum yet to get going. Just 5 points by Tatum in 12 minutes. As he hasn't played in a while. Catching a breather there at the start of the second quarter. As we should see him for the remaining part of the second. Joe Harris, top scorer for Brooklyn. He's got 10 points. Kyrie's got 9 currently for the Nets. Off the bench, TJ Warren with 7 for Brooklyn. 8 by Seth Curry. Curry playing a really good game today. 3 for 5, all from the deep 2 jumpers that he's made. Agony Defeat, welcome back on the stream, man. Alex, welcome on board again. Great game so far tonight. Both of the teams moving the ball really well. Brooklyn, 12 total assists. Celtics with 11. Boston, plus 7 on the glass, 19-12 currently. And they're plus 4 offensive rebounds, 6-2. And both shooting well. 52% by Boston, 53% by Brooklyn. Yeah, Ben Simmons is playing, so Simmons got 7 assists. He's yet to attempt a shot tonight, so Simmons got no points. Here's a shocker. Thunder up at the half over Philly, 67-57 as the Thunder lead the Sixers by 10. Bucks leading the Heat without Giannis tonight, 26-17. Hornets and Raptors. Raptors with a lead currently 40-31. What's good, Raphael? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well in the Philippines. That poll basically pretty even, so make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. Who you're taking tonight in this game, Celtics or Nets. This is a game for a battle for first place in the conference. Boston currently up by 2 games over Brooklyn. Celtics with a record of 30-12. Brooklyn with a record of 27-13. Thing that stuck out here is that Tatum just hasn't played well so far, but Boston's right there, just down by 1. And without Jaylen Brown, without Al Horford, Nets without Kevin Durant, Kyrie's playing a pretty good game so far. He's got 9. Other players just stepping up today. For Brooklyn, it's been more players having a strong game between Joe Harris, Seth Curry, TJ Warren, all having a strong game. But Boston has been more collective as a group so far. Derek White, the top scorer, 9 points for the Celtics, and then 7 by Luke Cornett, 6 by Malcolm Brogdon. We come back to action, 6:45 remaining before halftime. Nets with the basketball. Royce O'Neal, deep 2 jumper, missed off the back iron, and the rebound by Cornett tipped over to Brogdon. Brogdon takes it up the floor. Down by 1 for Boston. Boston on an 8-0 run. Brogdon moves over to Smart, into the hands to Tatum, back into the game. Tatum rises for the jumper at the baseline. Missed off the mark. Rebound controlled by O'Neal for Brooklyn. Tatum on the floor with Brogdon, Cornett, Grant Williams, and Marcus Smart. Curry, open 3 at the wing. That's too easy, and he drills it. Somebody lost their communication right there for Boston. Nobody on Curry at the right wing perimeter. Midway through the second quarter, 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Smart, dribble, drive, floats it up over the top. Luke Cornett with a 2-handed throwdown off the alley-oop jam. Marcus Smart with an assist. Teamwork right there. Cutting baseline to the hoop off the backdoor cut by Cornett. Ben Simmons finally will attempt a jumper, missed off the front rim at the mid-block as Tatum secures the defensive rebound, and a bad foul committed by Simmons, trying to go up for his rebound off the missed shot, and he reaches in, defending Tatum. 2-point lead for Brooklyn. Boston with the ball. Celtics pass midcourt now with Brogdon. Puts the ball into the hands to Smart. Smart top of the key, defended by Curry. Dribbles towards his right. Has an opening. Takes a 3. Top of the key. Missed by Smart. And Simmons comes up with a defensive rebound. Off to TJ Warren. Warren at the elbow. Moves it outside to Curry. Tatum this time defends Curry. Curry gives it over to the baseline. O'Neal, and we get a turnover. It's going to be a turnover charge to Brooklyn. 5:17 left to go in the second. Really good game so far that we've got going on between these two teams. Not many fouls. Celtics with just 6 total fouls as a team in the first half. Brooklyn with 5 now as a team today. Ben Simmons, the only player with multi-fouls. He's got 2. Everybody else with 1 or 0 in the entire game. Tatum, up fake, moves it out to the wing. Smart takes the 3, missed off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Luke Cornett kept it alive, but lost it in the key. It's a turnover. Simmons with a steal. Off it goes to Warren. Fall away, right block. He floats it up and scores. 4-point lead for Brooklyn now. Celtics going to see if they can start to settle in and get better shot selection here. Brogdon going to attack the rim. Got blocked. Royce O'Neal blocks Malcolm Brogdon. Not the first time today. Pass behind the defense. TJ Warren out in transition. Scores off the assist by Simmons. And once again, that's been a problem a couple of times today. Boston's defense not back in transition. And once again, it just happened. Tatum having a tough game tonight for JT. Top of the key, takes a 3. That's not even close. Air ball. Marcus Smart gets it. First one missed. Second one draws the foul. Jason Tatum just 1 for 5 from 3. 3 for 9 from the floor. Only 5 points in 15 minutes right now for Tatum. Without Jaylen Brown tonight, Tatum yet to find a groove. Two free throws here at the line for Smart. Missed the first one. They don't miss free throws too often, just under 83% this season at the free throw line. They're the top free throw shooting team in all the NBA. +70 watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys on board being a part here in the stream tonight. 4:12 left to go before halftime. Marcus Smart will shoot another free throw. And that one's good. Kyrie brings up the floor. He's on the court with Royce O'Neal, Edmund Sumner, Yuta Watanabe, and TJ Warren. Jumper off the step back. Kyrie missed around the rim. Tatum came up with a rebound and lost it at the baseline. It will go back to Brooklyn. Man, I don't know what Tatum had for lunch and dinner today, but it's not looking so hot for him, as he is just not in the game right now. Tatum is on the floor, but this is not a good game by Tatum. He has not found his rhythm, not in the zone today in this type of game. Tatum couldn't come down with a rebound cleanly. Brooklyn has the inbound. 3:50 left to go. Nets with the ball at the right wing. O'Neal moves over to Watanabe. Spin move into the key. Drives. Floats it up. Blocked by Boston. Tatum had a piece on that one. And here they go in the outlet. Tatum over to Grant Williams. Lost it. Turns it over. How could you lose the basketball underneath their hoop as they're about to go into a layup motion? Oh, there was a hand in there late by Brooklyn. Great defense by number 00, Royce O'Neal. As Grant Williams was going into a layup motion, O'Neal poked it and it went off of Grant Williams last. Spin move, turnaround, Warren hits it. That's a tough shot in the key for two by TJ Warren. 3:15 remaining. Other players stepping up with the absence of KD for the Nets right now. Rob Williams moves it over to Smart. Takes the three. Smart connects on it. Big time three by Marcus Smart to put the Celtics winning 4. Boston trailing throughout most of this game. It's reachable though with them right now. Kyrie past the midcourt logo. Defended by Grant Williams to the top of the key. Kyrie dribbles up to the mid-range shot inside the key. Puts it up. No good off the mark. Rebound controlled by Boston. 5-4 here out in transition. Grant Williams. Bounce pass Rob Williams. Swings it over to Smart. Touch pass to the corner. Derek White takes a three. He drills it. Great teamwork right there. Moving the ball all around by Boston. Outside the perimeter. Inside back to outside with 2.5 left to go. Celtics 7 for 19 from 3-point range. Belandres, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Glad to have you back in from the Philippines. 2:20 left to go before halftime. TJ Warren at the right wing, defended by Derek White. Crossover, dribbles into the key. Pro hop, passes out to the left corner. Wide open, and we get an offensive foul. Nick Claxton inside the paint for Brooklyn called an offensive foul. And the clock will stop now with 2:15. Timeout taken on the floor currently, 52-51 the score. Jason Tatum yet to get into a rhythm tonight, just 5 points by Tatum. He's currently the number 4 scorer right now, entering this timeout with 2:15 before halftime. Derek White, top scorer for the Celtics tonight. He is bringing it, 4 for 7 from the floor, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Derek White saving Boston, 12 points by White. 9 points by Luke Cornett off the bench, 6 points by Malcolm Brogdon, and then 5 by Tatum. Nets so far, top players, they got 3 already in double figures. 13 by TJ Warren, he is 6 for 9 shooting. 11 by Seth Curry, he is 4 for 6 shooting. 10 points by Joe Harris, 9 points by Kyrie. 2 of the bench guys already with double digits. Celtics not playing great defense tonight. Giving a lot of open looks to Brooklyn in this game. What's good, Aaron? Mick, welcome on board. Of course I remember you, Aaron. Other games going on throughout the NBA currently. Thunder up over the Sixers, 67-57. Bucks without Giannis tonight, leading on the road at the Heat, 35-26. And the Raptors up over the Hornets, 49-39. College hoops games, Michigan, Iowa. Big game for two teams around the bubble, or not even on the bubble like Michigan. Michigan on the road leading Iowa 60-55 with around 12 and a half minutes left to go. Ohio State losing a home game against the worst team in the Big Ten, Minnesota. 65-60 with 1 minute left to play. That is just a crusher there for Ohio State. Make it 66-60. Minnesota just made a free throw. Wow. The Big Ten is not helping out their cause to get more teams in the tournament this year. Never mind the ACC. The Big Ten is not helping it out. Yeah, without Kevin Durant right now, Celtics miscommunicating on defense, leaving guys completely wide open on the defensive end of the floor. And on the 4-game winning streak, they've been playing pretty well defensively for Boston. But they had that game last week that they lost against the Thunder. They gave up 150. Yeah, disappointing week for TCU. TCU for football in the national championship, a no-show. And then yesterday for basketball, I thought the first half they looked legit. Eddie Lampkin looking like he was about to run Texas out of the gym as the Celtics able to get a bucket coming out of the timeout. Marcus Smart hits the mid-range shot. Celtics on top. TCU yesterday for basketball, they blew an 18-point lead on the road at Texas and lost. 1:45 left to go here. Kyrie, top of the key, defended by Grant Williams. Kyrie dribble, straight line, right to the rim. Blocked by Rob Williams, though not clean. It's going to result in a blocking foul. Game clock will stop with 1:38 left to go. Rob Williams picks up the personal foul. That's going to be his second. So he's the only Celtic tonight with multi-fouls with 2. Ben Simmons on the bench currently with 3 personal fouls. Simmons already with 10 total assists, but yet to score a single point. 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 0 for 1 shooting. 2 free throws now by Kyrie. He's got 9, make it 10 as he drills the first one. Second shot by Kyrie, that's good as well. 11 points now by Kyrie. 1:30 left to go before halftime. Celtics with a possession. Marcus Smart takes a pass midcourt, defended by Curry. Smart dribbles, spin move into the key. Passes over to Rob Williams. Tough pass deflected. Far side of the floor. Grabbed by Derek White, though, and a save as the Celtics have the possession back. Tatum attacking right to the rim with the right hand. Floats it up. He scores. There you go. A confidence booster going in the half for Jason Tatum as he floats it up with the right hand. Gets it a drop. 1:05 left to go before halftime. Warren, hand off to Kyrie. Thought about a 3. He'll dribble up to the free throw circle. Moves it out to the wing to TJ Warren. Takes the 3, missed off the front rim, and Tatum comes up with a defensive board. Off to Smart now. Final 50 seconds. Smart, bounce past Tatum. Defended by Watanabe. 1-on-1. Tatum rises for the J. Too easy. Jason Tatum lines it up, and he drills it on an ISO play over Yuta Watanabe. 12-2 run by the Celtics in the last 2.5 minutes. Celtics have the momentum going into halftime right now. Kyrie, step back 3 in the air. He hits it. Kyrie says never mind that momentum right there. Evens it up for Brooklyn right now. 14 points by Kyrie. Tatum. Skip pass right corner. Up fake Smart. Dribbles into the key. Moves it outside to White. Back into the hands to Tatum. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock before halftime. Tatum has it with 15 seconds left to go in the game clock. Top of the key, Tatum. Tatum crossover on TJ Warren and draws the foul. And that's from 3. Tatum should get 3 out of this coming up at the line. You got TJ Warren off the up fake going into a 3-point shooting motion. Yeah, step back. This is going to be 3 coming up at the line for Tatum. And then Tatum going right up into the jump shot motion, and TJ Warren gets him. So Tatum here at the free throw line. First one is good. He'll have 2 more. Rico, welcome in. Yeah, things going pretty well. I was actually sick last week, so I hadn't been streaming last week. I wasn't in work either because I was really, really sick last week. Much better this week, though. Second free throw good by Tatum. Positive sign for Jason Tatum as he really struggled in this game. As midway through the second quarter, Jason Tatum only had 5 points. He works his way up now to the top scorer for Boston currently with 13. Third free throw. He drills them all. 14 points now for Jason Tatum going into halftime. 8 seconds left to go. Brooklyn gets the ball in their backcourt. Kyrie takes it past the midcourt logo, defended by Smart. 3 seconds. Kyrie lost it. Tried to dribble between the double team. Smart gives over to Tatum at the buzzer. Couldn't get a shot off. And we close out going to halftime. Celtics by 3. Marcus Smart down in the court, though, a little bit slow to get up. Incredible hustle by Marcus Smart for the loose ball. Able to pickpocket it from Kyrie. Come up with a steal. But Smart, yeah, I think he tangled up with Kyrie trying to dive for the loose ball. As Kyrie was going forward, Smart was going in the opposite direction, and I think his back foot got tangled up. But good to see Smart's able to get up. He's okay. Kyrie still pleading his case to the officials that he thought that he was fouled. And it would have sent Brooklyn into the bonus, but we go into halftime here. 60-57, Celtics by 3. They were trailing throughout most of the first half, but Boston now up, and Jason Tatum starting to find a rhythm as we go into halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Great one here between the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. A couple key players missing out for this one today. No Kevin Durant for Brooklyn. Jaylen Brown, Al Horford both out for Boston. But nevertheless, still a great basketball game whenever these 2 teams meet up. Jason Tatum with 14, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. A really slow start for him, but he was able to get into a rhythm. Final 5 minutes left to go before halftime. 12 points by Derek White. 4 for 7 from the floor. 3 for 4 from 3. He was the savior throughout most of this game for the Celtics that kept them at bay. Luke Cornett, 9 points off the bench, giving quality minutes for Joe Mazzulla's squad. That he has scored 9 points in 7 minutes. Perfect. 4 for 4 from the floor by Luke Cornett. That included an open 3 from the corner. For Brooklyn, top scorer Kyrie, 14 points entering halftime. Ben Simmons yet to score, but he's got 10 assists, 5 rebounds. Only 1 attempted shot by Ben Simmons in the first half. 13 points from the bench by TJ Warren, 11 by Seth Curry. Both of them shooting the ball well. Warren 6 for 10, Curry 4 for 6. And then Joe Harris also shooting the ball well, making 2 threes, 4 for 7. He's got 10 points for Harris. So yeah, really good matchup so far. Celtics out hustling Brooklyn on the glass. That's the problem spot all season long for Brooklyn. Bottom of the NBA rebounds per game. And Boston without Al Horford tonight, 27-15 on the rebounds. And Jaylen Brown actually had 12 rebounds the last game. Yesterday against the Pelicans, not playing either. Celtics rebound numbers pretty much scattered throughout their lineup. 6 by Tatum, the top rebounder, then 5 by Smart. Smart's got 8 assists going into half. He's only got 6 points, struggling to score, just 1 for 5 from 3. But really playmaking it for his teammates today. They're doing a great job, both of these teams, moving the ball along. 15 assists by Boston, and Brooklyn's got 15 as well, 10 of those by Simmons. But Ben Simmons in foul trouble. He's the only player in deep foul trouble. 3 personal fouls by Simmons and then 2 by Rob Williams. Everybody else with 1 or 0 right now in this game. So yeah, we go into halftime currently. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe here on the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops here on the stream. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering the Warriors against the Spurs tomorrow. And it looks like it could break an NBA record, that game, for the most attendance ever in an NBA game. That game is going to take place at the Alamo Dome tomorrow, and there's been over 63,000 tickets already sold between the Warriors and the Spurs for tomorrow night's game. Same time, that will tip off shortly after 7:30. Oreo Pudding, welcome back in, bud. Raphael, thanks so much for joining in from Brazil. Wow, look at that. Make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already done so. The poll right now is evenly split, 50-50. So if you haven't voted for who you've got to win this game, make sure to vote that. I'll keep it up for a couple more minutes. Thunder and Sixers, close game right now. Thunder were up by double digits at halftime, but the Sixers come storming back. The Sixers come back on a 16-2 run to start off the third quarter. Philadelphia leads right now 73-69. Milwaukee, Miami tied up at halftime 45-45. No Giannis tonight for the Bucks. Raptors up over the Hornets 61-53. Jack City, welcome on the stream here, man. Knicks looking pretty good this year. Couple close games for college. Minnesota, Ohio State. Right down to the wire. Ohio State going on a 7-zip run for them to draw within one with 1 second left. 68-67. That's a home game for Ohio State. They were ranked in the top 25 last week, and then they got bumped out. So if they lose that game, they go from receiving votes to the end of the bubble. Like, you're looking at an 11 seed playing team with Ohio State. You can't lose a game at home against Minnesota. And just waiting for that one to go final. That Iowa-Michigan game, too, that game is massive. Michigan leading Iowa under 8 minutes left to play, 69-62. Michigan not even close to the tournament. Iowa's on the bubble right now. That's a big game. Iowa's the home team. The Big Ten really crushing their chances. If Ohio State can't win that game, they're the home team. If Iowa can't pull out the victory against a Michigan team that lost against Central Michigan with a losing record, a lot of these teams, especially in the Big Ten, just crushing themselves. Indiana got destroyed against Penn State yesterday. Indiana's nowhere close to the bracket now. They went from being top 15 to not even in the bracket in a matter of 10 days. Daniel, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Just closed out that poll pretty close right there. Nets and Celtics, really, really close, 51-48. Nets took the poll by 3%. Not many turnovers, not many falls in the first half. 4 turnovers by both of these teams playing really good basketball. Celtics 5 for 7 at the free throw line. Brooklyn 6 for 7. This is a game that could very well come down to free throws. For Boston, especially in that first quarter, it seemed like they were settling a lot to attempt threes instead of taking it right to the rim for the Celtics. So we'll see if they try to attack the rim and put Brooklyn more into foul trouble. Because right now the fouls haven't really been a part of the game. It's just been Ben Simmons with 3 personal fouls, Rob Williams with 2 for Boston, and that's basically it. Nobody else with multi-fouls tonight in this game. Celtics defense really has to adjust if they want to take this game. They gave up too many open shots to players like TJ Warren, Seth Curry, Joe Harris. Those guys are knockdown shooters, And there was a lot of space there defending those three guys on the floor in the first half. Celtics did a great job moving the ball around, 15 total assists, to make sure that they played right with Brooklyn and made this game close throughout the whole first half. Largest lead was by Brooklyn in the first half. Nets led as many by 9 points at one point. Celtics led, this is their largest lead currently, up by 3. Jason Tatum, big key to that, getting on the roll. Celtics on the glass, plus 12, 27 to 15. That's a big reason why they're up. And then 9-2 offensive rebounds in favor of Boston right now. So, despite not having a great defense so far in this game, they're winning because of what they've done on the glass and the rise of Jason Tatum. Final 5 minutes before halftime is he scored 9 points in the last 5 minutes before half. OTF, welcome back in. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Yeah, without Kevin Durant, the Nets are right there with the Celtics today. Like, this is a great game. Getting a lot more minutes out of the depth guys today, stepping up for both of the teams. It's kind of been an odd game. Like, you would think like Kyrie and Tatum would be going off, like both of them would have like 20 going into halftime, but no, it's been different type of players stepping up, more so for Brooklyn with Seth Curry, Joe Harris, TJ Warren, especially him, having a great first half. And then for Boston, early on, it was Derek White. Derek White's having a great game. He's got 12 points, and Luke Cornett had a solid first quarter. 9 points by Cornett. Cornett's the number 3 scorer right now, and he's scored those 9 points in 7 minutes. Sean Sam, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Hope all is going well in the Philippines. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, OTF. Man. Wow. Minnesota just beat Ohio State, and it was a home game that Ohio State lost. 70-67. The score's just gone final. Minnesota, the worst team in the Big Ten, wins over Ohio State tonight. It's crazy. I don't even know if Ohio State's going to make it to the bracket now. They have a game like that. They went from number 24 last week, now receiving votes. Definitely not receiving votes come Monday for them. And probably going to be the last team in the bracket if they're lucky. Because other teams are playing their way into the bracket and it's only January. Look at Texas A&M, what they've been doing. They destroyed Missouri last night. Texas A&M was a team that came on strong final month of the season, and they got gypped from last year's bracket. And now they are on a tear as of late. This is what the Big Ten looks like. Here's the top teams in the conference. Purdue, 4-1. Michigan State, 4-1. Michigan, who lost to Central Michigan, 3-1. Could be 4-1 if they beat Iowa tonight. I'm going to check up on that score because I believe Michigan is still up. And they are 72-68 Michigan with under 5 minutes left to play. So Iowa's crushing their chances at the bracket. So Iowa came in on a 2-game winning streak for them and looking like they're going to be 2-4 in the Big Ten. So you got teams like Indiana that's 1-4 in the conference. Indiana's got a worse conference record than Nebraska. And, wow, this just rough for the teams that were in the top 25. All of them like dropped out. Ohio State, Iowa, Illinois, Maryland. Penn State might get ranked if they keep it up, but they're just 3-3 in the conference. They've got some really good wins. They've got some bad losses, so it's going to be a long way before they get ranked. Wisconsin's 3-2. They're ranked at 18. There's only 2 teams in the Big Ten that's ranked. Northwestern has got a better conference record than Illinois, Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, Maryland. And those teams are shown in the bracket and not Northwestern. Rutgers is 4-2, the lone team to beat Purdue. And it was at Purdue. Team I'm keeping my eye on is Michigan State. Michigan State, low-key, they're not ranked. They won 7 straight games in a row. And their key player they had lost, Malik Hall, he had been out due to 3 weeks. The top player in Michigan State, he's back. And they're on a 7-game winning streak. Most of those wins they got without Malik Hall. So he's back. He's healthy. Michigan State's 4-1. They're 12-4, but unranked. And then you have an 11-4 team in the conference that's ranked with Wisconsin. It's that crazy. Yeah, Iowa's losing right now. It looks like the Big Ten is going to disappoint once again in the tournament. 72-68 with 4 minutes left. Michigan leads. I'll be doing Warriors against Spurs tomorrow. I actually don't have the Big Ten channel on my TV. Yeah, it's looking like that. Looking like only 2 or 3 teams from the Big Ten right now. Yeah, Purdue and Wisconsin's the only 2 teams that's ranked. Rutgers was the lone team that beat Purdue, so they're playing their way upwards. And then Michigan State, who's right outside the top 25. Second half upcoming in a couple of moments from now. Glad to have you guys join in, being a part here in the stream tonight. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. And welcome on board tonight for a great game between the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. We've seen a great matchup so far despite key players missing tonight. Either way, it's been a good one. All right, here we go. Back to start off the third quarter. Brooklyn left to right on the floor. They have the basketball first to begin quarter number 3. Kyrie, Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton. As Brooklyn takes a quick 3, and it's a make from the wing. So that will go down. Joe Harris having a tremendous game today as he is able to connect. 60-60. Tatum lobs it down low. Rob Williams swatted. Get that out of there by Nick Claxton with a block, but it goes towards the scores table. Celtics will get the basketball back as we've got just over 11 minutes left to play in the third. Celtics out rebounding. Brooklyn in the first half, 27-15. Smart takes the 3, top of the key. Smart. Oh, he hits it. Triple right from downtown by Marcus Smart straight away. Ben Simmons at the free throw circle. Dish out to the wing to O'Neal. O'Neal at the top, defended by Tatum. As we approach the 11-minute mark left to go in the third. Handoff off to Kyrie. It will be an offensive foul on an illegal screen set by Nick Claxton. A turnover by Brooklyn. Oh, that's awesome there for OTF. That's great. Best of luck there at the Illinois game tomorrow, man. Derek White had it. Ooh, he lost it in the backcourt. Backcourt violation by Derek White. It's a tough call by Boston. That was pressured defense by Kyrie. Yeah, that was off Derek White's knee. Well, Kyrie didn't poke it into the backcourt. That was Derek White right at midcourt. Just lost it, and it went backwards past half court. Called in the backcourt violation. Claxton Top of the free throw circle, hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie takes a three, no good off the front rim, and Rob Williams crashes the glass for the defensive rebound. Smart dribbles up the floor. Lobs it over to Tatum at the right elbow, defended by Kyrie one-on-one. Tatum, turn around, dish, underneath over to White, double team. White dribbles out of it though, and we got a travel by Derek White. Derek White just a little bit thinking too much right there. He was double teamed, didn't go for the shot, and then he just walked with the basketball out of it. Off the double team, got called in the travel. Kyrie turns the corner, drives on Grant Williams, meets Derek White, no good. That's how you make up for it for your defense there by Derek White. Comes up with a stop, defending Kyrie at the rim. Smart, shovel over to Rob Williams, up fake White, dish out to the corner, Tatum, up fake, slide to the left, takes the three, oh, he hits it. Rattles in by Jason Tatum, feeling it right now from the floor. He's up to 17, the top scorer for the Celtics, as Brooklyn throws it away, quick up the court, turnover by the Nets. Jason Tatum off the up fake, gets Kyrie. Slide to the left, knocks down the triple. Smart, dribble, drive, down the lane, kick out to the wing over to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Simmons this time, 10 on the shot clock. Tatum turns the corner, drives, blocked by Claxton, and here goes the Nets with a 3-on-2, passing off to the trail. Harris, dump off, down low, Kyrie scores with a layup. That's just tough defense there by Nick Claxton, having a tremendous season in the block category. 16 now by Kyrie. Smart, at the left wing, moves over to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum guarded by Harris, crossover. As we get a whistle, Tatum made the three. They will not count it, though. Game clock stops. 9:17 left to go. Smart gets the inbound. He's on the floor with Tatum, Rob Williams, Grant Williams, and Derek White. Smart has it at the top, defended by Claxton. Smart takes the three over Claxton, missed off the front rim, and Royce O'Neal with a defensive rebound. 9 minutes left to play in the third. Simmons push out to the corner, off to Harris. Harris moves it on top to Simmons, hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie takes the three off the Simmons screen, missed off the back rim, and Smart's there for the defensive board. Tatum, spin move on O'Neal at the wing, crossover Tatum. Tatum dribbles into the key, weaves his way into the paint, dump off Rob Williams, out to Smart, moves on top, open three, Derek White. And another foul before the shot picked up by Brooklyn. So another three made by Boston that will not count. Tatum made one a couple possessions ago on a Brooklyn foul before the shot. Brooklyn again commits another foul before the Derek White shot attempt that he made. Lob off the rim. I don't know if it was between a lob or a shot, but Marcus Smart looked more like he was into a pass and went off the rim, and instead, transitional three in the break. Brooklyn gets it off the rebound. It's Royce O'Neal who makes the three in the fast break. Just jacks up a three out in transition. 1 point game right now. 8:15 left to go. Celtics looking to settle it down. Derek White towards his right at the right elbow, double teamed. Moves over to Tatum, guarded by Kyrie, 1-on-1. 7 on the shot clock for Tatum. And we got a whistle. Again, Kyrie reaching in, defending Tatum. The game clock will stop with 8:07. Celtics will get the inbound again. 14 points off the fast break tonight by Brooklyn. Celtics held at just 5. It's now Derek White, the ball handler. Derek White, spin move, dribble, attack, dump over to the left baseline. Rob Williams with a deep 2 jumper, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Smart, no-look pass, corner 3. Derek White couldn't line it up. He missed it. Celtics starting to brick shots as of late. Nick Claxton running the floor. He gets the layup up and in off the backboard, and Brooklyn takes the lead. Celtics struggling with transitional defense today. 16 points now off the fast break by Brooklyn, and Marcus Smart turns it over. Poor pass. Celtics defense not back. Joe Harris, and he'll count the layup. It's a goaltend by Derek White, and the Celtics cracking under pressure. They are crumbling right now. 3-point lead for Brooklyn. Boston, not any defensive effort whatsoever as of late. Poor defensive effort, not getting back in transition. Poor turnovers. Long rebounds as well, allowing Brooklyn to go on the fast break. 9-zip run by the Nets, last 2 of 15. Derek White, spin move on Kyrie at the right elbow. Moves over to Grant Williams. Grant Williams at the wing. 4 in the shot clock. Crossover. Grant takes into the key. Puts one up. Oh, tough take. He got the layup. Grant Williams strong right there for number 12 in green and white. It's a 1-point game. O'Neal off the up fake. Shoots the 3. Missed. Goes to the corner out of bounds. Celtics catch a break. It will be Boston basketball. 69-68, 6:52 remaining. No KD for Brooklyn, no problem. In this game tonight, Celtics without Jaylen Brown and Al Horford, but Boston right now trailing by 1. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game between these two teams currently with 6:52 remaining in the third. Kyrie, top scorer for Brooklyn, 16 points, 13 by TJ Warren from the bench, 12 by Joe Harris, 11 by Seth Curry. Tatum's the top scorer in the game, so Jason Tatum's got 17, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 by Derek White. Just got to figure out who else can step up in this game. That's the thing. Malcolm Brogdon with just 6 points tonight. It's Luke Cornett, who's tied for the number 3 score. 9 points by Cornett with Marcus Smart. Yeah, Celtics came off the game yesterday. They won against the Pelicans. Other scores throughout the NBA tonight. Thunder leading the Sixers. That's a home game for Philadelphia that Joel Embiid's playing in. 101-85. Oklahoma City up by 16 at the start of the fourth quarter at Philadelphia. 52-52 Bucks and Heat with under 8 minutes left to play in the third. No Giannis tonight from Milwaukee. Raptors up over the Hornets 69-55. College basketball scores currently. Michigan, Iowa tied up with 4 seconds left. 79-79. We'll keep you guys posted there. As Minnesota won over Ohio State in an upset tonight. A road victory for Minnesota at the Ohio State Buckeyes. 70-67. Minnesota wins. Celtics right now just getting out-hustled on the floor. Bad turnovers. Not getting back on transitional defense. That's where the Nets have got a chunk of their points from tonight. 16 points in the fast break compared to just 5 by Boston in this game right here. Celtics plus 12 in the glass tonight. 31-19. 10-2 in the offensive rebounding column, but Brooklyn shooting lights out tonight from the floor. 52% shooting, 43% from 3 for the Nets. A lot of open jumpers with space tonight for the Nets in this game too. Celtics now with 7 turnovers, so they've turned it over 3 times in the first 5 minutes of this second half. They had just 4 turnovers going into halftime. They currently have 7 as a team. Brooklyn with 6. We get back to action, a 1-point lead for the Nets. Grant Williams drives into the key, swings it over to Luke Cornett. 9 points in 7 minutes in the first half by Cornett. Off to Smart, attacks the paint, and Smart will draw the blocking foul. That will be charged to Royce O'Neal. So O'Neal will pick up personal foul number 2, and this will send Marcus Smart to the free throw line. First one is good by Smart. Oop, there we go. 69-69. 6:33 left to play. Second free throw coming up by Smart. And that one's good. So 6.5 left to go. Brooklyn will take it up the court. Simmons on the floor with Kyrie, Claxton, Yuta Watanabe, and Royce O'Neal. Kyrie receives the pass to the corner. Defended by Cornette on the outside, brings along Derek White in a double team. They give it over to Simmons. Simmons dribbles into the key on Cornette. Simmons, second shot attempt of the game, no good. Missed off the rim short. Luke Cornette comes out with a defensive rebound. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to go. Celtics with a possession. Tatum at the top, dribbles towards his right. Defended by Claxton on the outside. Tatum takes the three, top of the key. Missed off the rim. Cornette battle for the loose ball. Couldn't come up with it. And the Nets come up with a defensive rebound. O'Neal moves over to Simmons. Gives it back to O'Neal at the left baseline. O'Neal flings it cross-court. Watanabe there. Off the catch. Fires the three. And sinks it through by Yuta Watanabe. 2-point lead for Brooklyn. The Celtics forgot to zero in as the top 3-point shooter off the catch and fire at 53%. Leads the league and drills the three. 5.5 left to go in the third. Tatum at the top of the key, defended by Watanabe. Lobs it over to Grant Williams. Williams passing off to a cutting Tatum inside the paint. Tatum missed the layup. Tough defense by Brooklyn. And Brooklyn here with the basketball. Celtics just look lifeless getting back on defense with another three, this time made by Kyrie as it zips it through the net. 75-70. The body language not looking so well right now for Boston. Jason Tatum, after he turned it over, he was slow to get back to transitional defense. Smart. At the top, crossover, dribbles, attacks downhill, and Claxton swings it over to the corner. Grant Williams, corner three, missed off the mark, he bricked it. As Simmons comes up with a defensive rebound. Simmons, off to Kyrie. Gives it over to Watanabe. Catch and fire three. Lucky. He missed it off the side of the rim. Went out of bounds, and the Celtics will have it back. Boston just crushing themselves right now, not getting back in transition defense. They just don't look like themselves tonight without Jaylen Brown on the floor. Jaylen Brown usually the tone setter for the Celtics team. Without Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum's body language, last couple plays, as things haven't gone his way. His body language has looked terrible. And that's what you do not want on the floor for a leader right now on the court. Malcolm Brogdon comes into the game. He's on the floor with Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Luke Cornette. Three at the wing, missed off the mark by Boston, by Pritchard, and it goes out of bounds. 100 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. They have downgraded a 3 by Brooklyn to a 2, so it's 74-70. So quick update on the scoreboard, 74-70 now as they've changed the 75 to a 74. Claxton off the roll down, draws the foul, and he'll get Grant Williams here. This will send Nick Claxton to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ron, welcome in. Things going pretty well. Asilma, welcome on board. Nick Claxton, 2 free throws. First one is good. So this is a man that really struggled, especially in the playoffs last year, when it came to free throws for Nick Claxton. Makes the first one. Second shot coming up by Claxton. And he missed it off the rim as Tatum comes out with a rebound, but we got a whistle at the foul line, and it's going to be, I think it's a 10-second violation by Nick Claxton. Yeah, it looked like he took too much time for the free throw. Oh, no, it's going to be on Boston. Lane violation by the Celtics. It's going to allow Claxton to shoot another one, and Claxton missed it. So off the front rim, 75-70 now the score. 4 minutes left to go. Tatum dribbles up to the free throw circle, lobs it up over the top. There you go. There's the energy. Rob Williams soars up, throws it down with a two-handed alley-oop jam off the pick and roll. Now we'll see if the Celtics can bring the energy. Takei, thanks so much for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Peyton Pritchard called in a reach-in foul. Around the perimeter, game clock will stop again with 3:41. Great game tonight between these two teams. Royce O'Neal inbounds it over to Seth Curry. Curry on the floor with Watanabe, Nick Claxton, and TJ Warren. Kyrie currently on the bench for Brooklyn. 3.5 left to go. Over to Curry. Curry takes the three over Tatum. No good off the back rim. Bodies collide. Rob Williams down in the hardwood. So we have another whistle here, and this looks like it's going to be on Boston by Rob Williams. Him and Claxton going up for the rebound. Peyton Pritchard there as well. Yeah, foul is going to be assessed to Rob Williams. Royce O'Neal will check out of the game now for Brooklyn. Foul trouble looks like this. 3 personal fouls by Ben Simmons. And then 3 now by Peyton Pritchard for Boston. Rob Williams just picked up his second. Yep, Rob Williams started today. Ben Simmons, yet to score so far. Got double-digit assists, though. Curry dribbles up, takes the deep 2 jumper, missed off the back rim. And Rob Williams comes out with a defensive rebound. 3:10 left to go. Celtics down by 3. Tatum with the basketball. Tatum at the top of the key, guarded by Watanabe. Grant Williams makes a pass to the corner. Brogdon shoots the 3, zips it through. Laser beam for the tie. That's good for the 3 ball from the corner by Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon now with 9 points. Big triple left wide open at the left corner. Simmons attacks the paint as he had it stripped, poked loose out of bounds. Last touch by Boston. Yeah, exactly right there. Yeah, I was talking about that a couple minutes ago. Jaylen Brown, absolute tone setter for the Celtics. And, yeah, they just look like they're coming out flat tonight with just not great body language in this game. Malcolm Brogdon brings this team back with a big 3. Before that, the Rob Williams alley-oop dunk with an assist by Tatum. So they've got themselves in a 5-zip run. Timeout taken on the floor, 75-75, 2:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Been a great game all game long. Largest lead, Brooklyn by 9 in the first half. It's been close all game long. No double-digit lead tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play of both NBA games and also college basketball games I cover as well. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering the Warriors against the Spurs tomorrow, same time, 7:30 p.m., so if you guys would like to join in, feel free to do so for that one, as I think that's the only game that San Antonio has on national TV for them this year. And the games is supposed to set an NBA record for largest attendance ever on a single NBA game. It's going to take place tomorrow at the Alamo Dome, and supposedly there's been over 63,000 tickets already sold for that game. Mark, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining back in, man. Quick update throughout the NBA. Other scores going down right now. Here's a shocker. The Thunder leading the Sixers 112-99 with less than 7 minutes left to play. Heat and Bucks in the close game, 66-63. Miami leading with just over 3 minutes left to play in the third. And the Raptors up over the Hornets 77-65. That Bucks Heat game tonight, Giannis is not playing for Milwaukee. Michigan and Iowa are in overtime right now. Iowa is on the bubble. Michigan, it's got a long way to go before they're even considered into the tournament bracket. They lost to Central Michigan earlier this season, and Iowa's leading in overtime. Final minute in OT, 87-81 Iowa. As Iowa was trailing throughout most of that second half, they've come back and they lead by 6 in overtime. I think we're set up to have a really good finish tonight in this game. It's been competitive all throughout. All right, so we're going to get back to action. 75 even with 2:30 left to go. Celtics on a 5-0 run as we come back into the game right now. Rob Williams in an alley-oop jam, and then Malcolm Brogdon with an open three at the corner. Curry takes the three. Back from the timeout. Blocked from behind by Boston. Grant Williams came up with a block. Brogdon up the floor, shoots the jumper, and he drills it. They're going to count as a three straight away. For now, they will count that as a three for Malcolm Brogdon. They got 78-75 in the scoreboard. Malcolm Brogdon back-to-back threes. He has got 11. TJ Warren dribbles into the paint, floats up the runner, missed off the front rim, and the wheels have started to fall off the nets right now as Tatum comes out with a defensive board. Tatum at the top, guarded by Curry. Curry trying to go in for the steal. Tatum, step back three over Curry, comes out well short. He airballed it, and Ben Simmons with a board. Simmons moves over to Watanabe. Watanabe into the paint, shovels it over to Warren, and Warren gets the basket. Great vision there by Yuta Watanabe with an assist as we got 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Pritchard at the wing. Pritchard guarded by Warren. Dribble, drive inside the paint. Kick out to the corner. Pritchard able to haul it in. Pritchard up fake. Drives baseline. Dribbles back out to the corner. Floats up the shot. Deep two. Not even close. It was off balance. It skidded off the top of the backboard. And it was a shot from the left corner. Joe Harris up the floor, takes the three, and the Nets respond again. Another big three. Celtics defense struggling with their perimeter D today. Brooklyn 11 for 26 at 42% from three. Joe Harris with 15 tonight. Celtics with the ball with Tatum. 1:10 left to go before halftime. Tatum, his pass, gives it over to Grant Williams at the wing. And Grant attacks inside the paint as he will draw a Brooklyn reach and foul. Game clock will stop with 1:07 left to go. Yeah, this could come down to a final shot tonight. This game has been so close all throughout the course of tonight. It's been a different type of game. Players stepping up that hasn't had that like big games in quite a while. Great games tonight by TJ Warren, Joe Harris, Seth Curry. All really helping out Brooklyn's cause tonight. Malcolm Brogdon stepping up in a big way lately for the Celtics. Ben Simmons, season high 13 assists. Simmons yet to score tonight, but could find his way possibly to a double-double in assists and rebounds before it's over. 13, yeah, he's going to get it. 13 assists and 9 rebounds with 2 steals, even though he's yet to score tonight for Simmons. Second free throw is good. 55 seconds remaining. Runner drops in by Warren. Boyette on the stream. Welcome in, man. Rob Williams pass over to Grant. Grant fell down with it. Lost the basketball. Pritchard able to pick it up, though. Over to Smart. Smart shoots the three straight away. Missed off the front rim. Pritchard with a hustle. Comes out with an offensive rebound. Grant dump off. Rob Williams banks it off the backboard. We got a whistle, though, in the low post. Ben Simmons got tangled up with Grant Williams. The game clock will stop with 29 seconds. Ben Simmons called on the foul inside the key. 29 seconds left to go. They're going to send Grant Williams to the free throw line now. So 2 shots for Boston. First one's good. So with that foul by Simmons, Celtics now in the bonus. Ben Simmons in deep foul trouble tonight. So he just picked up number 4 for Ben Simmons. Second shot is good. Rattles in by Grant Williams. Well, the game, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe here. This has been a really good matchup all throughout. 10 lead changes, 8 ties. We're down to 15 seconds remaining before halftime. Curry remaining in the third quarter here. don't know why I keep on saying half or so, but we're in the third. Jumper missed off the mark, no good. Out to Pritchard. Pritchard drives baseline with the right hand. He scores over Harris with a layup. 84-82 now. Peyton Pritchard playing some quality minutes as of late. Got an offensive rebound a couple possessions ago. Missed the mark by the Kyrie 3. We closed out at the end of 3. It's 84-82. 3 quarters in the books in this one. Coming right down to the wire with 12 minutes remaining. (84-82) Celtics by 2 in a really, really great matchup between the top 2 teams in the East tonight. Nobody has really gone off in this game. Jason Tatum, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, top scorer for Boston tonight. Celtics got 5 players in double figures. This is a game where everybody possible has stepped up and really has shown the depth in this type of game today. 5 double-figure scores for the Celtics, 4 by Brooklyn, and Ben Simmons, the lone player in deep foul trouble with 4 personal fouls. Everybody else playing with 3, 2, 1, or 0 right now. 17 by Tatum, 12 each by Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon with a big third quarter. He made 2 back-to-back threes at one point by Brogdon. 10 points by Grant Williams with 2 blocks. 11 points by Marcus Smart with 9 assists. For Brooklyn, 18 by Kyrie, 17 from the bench by TJ Warren, 15 by Joe Harris, and 11 by Seth Curry. Ben Simmons could have a double-double with 0 points before this game is over. 13 assists and 9 rebounds by Simmons, a season-high 13 assists for Simmons tonight. Celtics out-hustling Brooklyn on the glass, 38-23. Brooklyn forcing Celtics turnovers, getting the ball up the floor, pushing it on the fast break, and the Celtics having difficulty getting back in transitional defense in this game. That's where Brooklyn's got a good chunk of their points. 21-8 in the fast break in favor of the Nets, 13-2 points off of turnovers in favor for Brooklyn. Both of these games playing like it's a playoff game right here on the line. This is great basketball tonight. Not many turnovers either that we have. 8 turnovers by Boston, 6 turnovers by Brooklyn through 3 quarters. Some really good basketball. Thunder up over the Sixers, 114-107, 4:30 left remaining in that game. It's a shocker there. Joel Embiid playing tonight for Philadelphia. James Harden's got 24 points and 15 assists. At the end of 3 between the Heat and the Bucks, Miami leading 78-73. Milwaukee without Giannis tonight by hanging in there right now. That's a home game at Miami. And then Raptors up over the Hornets currently 85-77. That Iowa-Michigan game has gone to final for college basketball. 93-84 Iowa wins over Michigan. Michigan a long way from the bracket as they suffer another loss. Yeah, it's looking like a playoff battle right here. Both of these teams looking like they could go deep against each other in a series come playoff time. 11:45 left to go as we start off quarter number 4. Derek White dribbles up, takes the 3, top of the key, missed off the rim. Claxton comes up with a defensive rebound. Brooklyn Nets on the court currently with TJ Warren, Royce O'Neal, Kyrie, Nick Claxton, and Yuta Watanabe currently in. Ben Simmons right now on the bench with 4 personal fouls for Brooklyn. Warren gets past Cornette, blocked by Derek White as Claxton gets the basketball back. Picked it up in the corner, stepped out of bounds though, a Brooklyn turnover. Derek White with a major rejection right there, denying TJ Warren on a layup attempt at the rim. That's just great defense by Derek White. We've had some phenomenal blocks in this game today. 8 blocks by Brooklyn. That's the 5th block by Boston. As the Celtics inside, able to get the bucket. It's 86-82. Boston with a quick 2. Malcolm Brogdon up to 14 from the bench. Top of the key. Claxton defended by Brogdon. Claxton drives to the rim. He banks it up and in off the backboard. Big response by Claxton for the made 2. First minute through the fourth quarter. Driving baseline Brogdon. Brogdon circles around the rim, gives it over to the wing to Pritchard. Pritchard attacks the paint on Watanabe. Nice finish right there with the right hand. Up and in off the glass. It goes with a layup made by Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard hustling on the floor, playing for some more playing time tonight. He's got 7 points, 11 minutes. He's got 3 rebounds as well. All 3 rebounds for a 6-foot guard. Offensive boards. With an offensive foul picked up by Brooklyn. Down inside the low post, the Celtics will have the basketball back. TJ Warren called in the turnover. And Warren's now going to take a seat on the bench. Or is that Yuta Watanabe called in the turnover as he drives over Derek White. Yeah, TJ Warren, though, he's going to take a seat on the bench. So Brogdon has it past midcourt, 10-15 remaining. Off to Grant Williams, hands it off to Pritchard. Into the hands to Cornette. Back over to Pritchard on the outside. Pritchard guarded by Watanabe, 1-on-1. 5 in the shot clock, takes him to the key. Pritchard, high arcer. Oh! Peyton Pritchard lobs it up and he drills the high arcing jumper in the key. A lot of hang time right there, able to get it down. 9:50 left to go. Cross-court pass stolen away. Brogdon comes up with a steal. Takes it right to the rim with a left-handed layup, and Malcolm Brogdon scores. Malcolm Brogdon, the X factor here in the third and the fourth quarter, starting to take over for the Celtics. Some of the ups stepping up in this game. Malcolm Brogdon, just like that's got 16 from the bench. Timeout taken on the floor by Brooklyn. Largest lead in the night for the Celtics now, 92-84 with 9:43 remaining. What a game between these two teams currently. The Nets hadn't been turning over the basketball much today. But last couple possessions, they've got sloppy with it, and Celtics pushing it. Malcolm Brogdon getting to the rim. Peyton Pritchard making an impact. 9 points by Pritchard from the bench, 4 for 6 shooting. 12 minutes with those 3 offensive rebounds. Got a high arcing 2, a couple possessions ago, and a tough shot. Yeah, the West has got so many teams that's just bunched up. Like it seems like there's a new number 1 team every single day out in the West. It's a battle between Denver, Memphis, the Pelicans have been up there. Constant battle at the top, but yeah, I just think this is going to be the East year. So a really lot of great teams out of the East. A stacked bunch of teams. Eli, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams I cover. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play of both the NBA, also college basketball, different types of teams every single day, so it's not just one team, it's different teams to get in larger fan bases in here to get more people to support the channel. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I'll be covering the Warriors against Spurs, same time tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern tip-off. What's good, Warren? Welcome back in, man. Wow, the Thunder really taking it over right now against the Sixers. 120-112, under 3 minutes left to go. Oklahoma City looking to close it out against Philly. The Heat extending the lead up over the Bucks, 87-76. Milwaukee without Giannis tonight. And the Raptors leading against the Hornets, 95-86. Tyrone, welcome back in from the Bahamas, man. It's been a weird game tonight. Just 84 points on the board for Brooklyn. They've only turned it over 9 times. They've shot the ball extremely well tonight, 48.5% from the field. They made 11 threes. It's just the big difference is shot differential. Brooklyn's only attempted 68 shots. Celtics have attempted 73. Boston out rebounding Brooklyn tonight, 40-25 in the rebounding number. We get back to action, 8-point lead for the Celtics. Brooklyn with the ball. Kyrie back into the game, takes the three, missed off the front rim, and Derek White comes out with a strong rebound in the corner. White takes up the floor. He's on the court with Brogdon, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, and Luke Cornett. James, welcome back in, man. Celtics looking for that banner 18 this season. And they were down most of this game, but great come from behind for Boston here, looking to close it out right now, is Luke Cornett giving some quality minutes in that first half, able to come up with a rebound. So he had it secured. Brooklyn picks up a reach-in on the Cornett rebound as he secured it underneath the hoop. White gets the inbound, 10 on the shot clock. White guarded on the outside by Claxton. Derek White, early in the game, knocking down some big-time shots. 3 in the shot clock, moves over to Pritchard, jacks up a deep-range 3, no good, airballs it. So the shot clock goes down to 0, shot clock violation. It looked like from that view there that it was going to have enough by Peyton Pritchard, but once it happened, it was wide to right of the rim. But it had the distance, just not the accuracy. Under 9 minutes left to play. Simmons back into the game, yet to score. He's got double-digit in assists tonight, though. Harris, fall away, low block, missed off the mark. Rebound controlled by Boston. Brogdon takes up the court now. At the right wing, Brogdon guarded by O'Neal. Top of the key, defended by Simmons. Dribbles up to the elbow, now back. Bounce pass over to Grant Williams. He gets tripped up and followed by Joe Harris. Game clock will stop with 8:31. Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart at the scorer's table, checking into the game now, replacing Malcolm Brogdon and Peyton Pritchard. Jason Tatum tonight, 17 points, top scorer for Boston. Right behind him is Brogdon with 16. Smart, 1 assist away from a double-double, 11.6 assists. He's also got 6 rebounds, or 11 points, 9 assists. He's got 6 rebounds. Smart has it at the wing, bounce pass off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper over Claxton. Missed off the front rim. Kyrie comes out with a defensive board. Kyrie attacking inside the paint, draws the fall on Smart. Smart reaches in. The clock will stop with 8:13. Sports Dude, welcome back in. I'm streaming Golden State tomorrow against San Antonio. Inbound to O'Neal. O'Neal took the 3, missed off the back rim. Brooklyn has gone cold lately here. Late stage of the third, early stage of the fourth from 3-point range. As Boston, away from the basketball, picks up an offensive foul. I believe it's on Tatum. That'll be Tatum's second. Turnover Celtics. This has been a quick game tonight. Just 8 minutes left to go. Not many fouls, not many turnovers. Kyrie takes it past midcourt. Kyrie defended by Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Dribbles towards his left. Bounce pass off the roll down. Ben Simmons looking to pass it off, and his pass sails wide. And Nick Claxton in the paint. It's a turnover. So Ben Simmons had an opportunity to lay it up and in, and he passed the layup over Luke Cornett. Decided to make a pass, and it went off the hands out of bounds of Claxton. Exactly the same thing that happened to him when he was at Philadelphia in the series against Atlanta, where he passed up that layup attempt. Same exact spot on the floor. Could be costly as the jumper by Boston is good. 94-84, Celtics with a 10-point lead. Great defense by the Celtics. They come up with a stop in with the basketball. White gives over to Smart. Smart just scored the last point. He's got a double-double of 13 and 10 now. Smart lobs it up over the top. There is Luke Cornett's backdoor as he's able to soar up and float it through the net for 2. Celtics on a roll. Double-digit lead for the first time today. Kyrie, step-back jumper, missed off the mark, deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Boston. Yeah, I heard about that. Ohio State might not even be in the bracket if they keep that up. That's a home loss to the worst team in the Big Ten. Yeah, I think this is going to be his final season. I don't see many Big Ten schools making it to the tournament this year. They might have just 2 or 3 teams, honestly, in the bracket. 7 minutes left to go. Celtics up by 12. Largest lead of the game currently. Vaughn, welcome back in. Celtics really stepping up defensively lately. Brooklyn, ending the third quarter, Brooklyn was shooting, or more so around the midway stage of the third, because that number went down towards the end of the third, but midway through the third quarter, the Nets were shooting 51% from the floor. That number total now is down to 45.8 currently. Celtics defense really stepping up tonight in this game. Boston with a total team effort. They got 6 double-digit scores right now. Marcus Smart with a double-double, 13 points, 10 assists, 17 by Tatum, 16 by Brogdon. Brogdon really shined tonight in the late third, early fourth for Malcolm Brogdon. That's why the Celtics soared past Brooklyn and took the lead, because Malcolm Brogdon was able to find his rhythm, knock down some big shots, take it to the rim, and really set the tone for this team and get them the momentum. 12 points by Derek White. Derek White saved them early tonight in this game. 10 points by Grant Williams, 11 by Luke Cornett. Brooklyn right there hanging in with Boston. It's just, can you play the full 48? That's the question, and they were right with them for the first 40. That's the big question. College basketball, a lot of teams, just like yesterday, Arkansas played 35 with Alabama. Alabama beat Arkansas by double digits because Arkansas couldn't hang in for the final 5. Here's Brooklyn hanging in for the first 40, but you got to hang in for the full 48, and that's the thing. Is that we're going to see with a lot of these teams, can you hang in for the full 48? Can you play the full 30? Can you play the full 40 for college hoops? That's the big key. And right now, looks like Brooklyn only played 40 to 48 today. We've seen that a lot this year. It's happened a lot to the Lakers, specifically, that they'll play 40 minutes with one opponent, but just cannot get the game within reach in crunch time, and that's where a 3-point game becomes a 15-point final score at the end. Patrick Mahomes, top quarterback in the playoffs. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Glad to have you guys in the channel, being a part in the stream with 90 plus watching right now. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I plan on covering Golden State against San Antonio, back at 7:30 p.m. Yeah, that Alabama team is really good. They have championship DNA in that Alabama team from covering that game last night. We get back to action. 7 minutes left to go. Celtics with the ball. Smart, Cornett, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum, Derek White, the 5 on the floor. Tatum has it at the left wing perimeter. Tatum dribbles up to the 10 logo at the baseline. Takes the jumper, missed off the front rim. O'Neal comes out with a defensive rebound. O'Neal, Kyrie, Claxton, Curry, and Warren. That's the 5 on the floor. Kyrie takes the jumper mid-range. He drills it. 10-point game now with 6.5 left to go. Celtics are going to slow down the basketball, but they still need to get quality possessions off, able to score. Derek White lobs over to Tatum down low, swings it over to the corner. Williams takes the 3 for Grant, around the rim, no good. Hustle play, Marcus Smart, offensive rebound, saves the possession for Boston. Celtics out hustling Brooklyn in a big way on the offensive glass tonight. Tatum defended at the wing by O'Neal. 5 in the shot clock. Tatum takes the 3 over O'Neal. Off the front rim, missed. And a defensive rebound finally by Claxton of Brooklyn. Under 6 minutes left to go. A lot of time went off the clock for Brooklyn that time, trailing by 10 as they couldn't come up with a first rebound. 3 is good, though, straight away by the Nets. TJ Warren having a great game. They pulled within 7. Celtics getting too complacent right now. That was the problem last year in the finals, is that they kept on slowing down the basketball when they were up and they were blowing leads in the final 5 minutes. And right now they're getting complacent once again. 5:24 left to go as we have a whistle and a reach-in foul picked up by Brooklyn. It's going to be picked up by Kyrie defending on Smart. Inbound for the Celtics, up by 7. Smart bounce pass over to Rob Williams around the perimeter. Gives it over to Smart again, 8 in the shot clock. Smart at the top of the key. Gets some space over Kyrie. Takes the 3, got knocked down and fouled by Kyrie, and the clock will stop with 5:13. There's going to be 3 free throws coming up here for Boston, the top free throw shooting team in the NBA, just under 83%. Marcus Smart will shoot 3 shots here at the charity stripe. That's a big foul at this stage of the game right now. First one is good. Both of them the same. But in March, though, it's all college basketball. College meaning much more in March. Second one's good. Both of these teams been great tonight at the free throw line. Celtics getting there more often, though. Boston as a team. As Smart shoots his third, they are now 14 for 16. 10-point lead once again for Boston. 5:10 left to go. Veronica, welcome back in. Nets with the basketball. Kyrie at the right wing perimeter. As we are quickly approaching 5 minutes, takes the jumper mid-range over Grant Williams off the back rim, missed, and the Celtics come up with a defensive rebound and look to milk more clock. Great contest there defensively by Grant Williams. Step for step, guarding Kyrie. Tatum at the edge of the Brooklyn logo. Bounce past the Smart, floats it up over the top, looking for a baseline cutter to Rob Williams, and Nick Claxton snatched it, came up with a steal. As we have a foul picked up by Boston right at midcourt, reaching in. He'll be charged to Grant Williams, and the clock will stop with 4:42. That's a game-saving steal right there by Claxton. That looked like it was going to be an alley-oop jam by Rob Williams, and Claxton soared up and snatched it away. Edith, welcome back on the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Brooklyn with a record of 23-6 when they've scored 109 points or greater. That's their magic number right now. They're 20 points shy with 4:30 remaining on the clock. Kyrie, guarded by White, dribbles, attacks inside the paint. Kyrie puts it up and scores. Up and in off the backboard. Defensive battle between these two teams as of late. Ice Ice Baby with a dono. Let's get that dono hype on the stream here for Ice Ice Baby. Really appreciate it. You're the legend in the channel with a 10. 4:10 left to go. Celtics going to slow it down. At the right wing, it's Tatum. Tatum guarded one-on-one by Warren. Tatum, crossover. Tatum takes it to the rim. Lost it, got stripped, got fouled. And the clock will stop with 4:05. Jason Tatum will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. What a game between these two teams. And it's just been an odd game for Boston because Jason Tatum hasn't gone off tonight. Just 10 points, or 17 points by Tatum. His teammates, man, really helping out. 16 by Brogdon, 16 and 10 by Smart. Or 16.6 rebounds, 10 assists by Smart. 12 by Derek White, 11 by Cornette off the bench in 17 minutes, a perfect 5 for 5. And 10 by Grant Williams. Brooklyn is going to challenge this foul call on the floor right now. So we're going to take the timeouts. We have a Brooklyn challenge here on the floor, an official review currently, with the score being 99-91. Well, so we'll take the timeout right now. 4:05 left to go. Boston by 8, looking to hold on, but the Nets right there in this game. This is a major call coming up on the court as we come back from timeout a couple minutes from now. 100 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys join in tonight being a part here. Feel free to join in tomorrow. I'll be back covering the Warriors against the Spurs at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. Initial call, TJ Warren called on the shooting foul defending Jason Tatum. Coach's challenge by Brooklyn. So huge call coming up on the floor is Brooklyn with the coach's challenge. And the challenge successful. So the call has been overturned. Challenge successful for Brooklyn. So Boston will not shoot free throws in the bonus. That's a huge call on the floor. Would have most likely put up the Celtics by 10 once again if they made those 2 free throws. Jim Boeheim from Syracuse. He's getting up there in age for him. He's been coaching for a long time, I think over 45 years. 4:05 left to go. It will result in a jump ball. Or no, it will not, it looks like. Okay, so at first they were lined up to do a jump ball, but this will be Celtics inbound. Boston will get the inbound. Smart, Tatum, White, Grant Williams, Rob Williams. That's the 5 on the floor. 4 minutes left to go. Tatum receives the inbound pass from Smart. Drives baseline, floats up the shot. No good. Put back is good, though. Oh, my goodness. Rob Williams soaring up high. Upstairs. Two-handed flush right there off the Tatum air ball. Where he was called in that occasion, the Time Lord flipped the switch. Was able to get the vision to see the ball and flush it down. Tatum comes up with a rebound as Brooklyn airballs a 3. 3:35 left to go. Celtics slow down the basketball. Up by 10 for Boston. Looking for the exclamation point this possession. Tatum has it at the edge of the Brooklyn logo. Dribbles towards the left around the perimeter. He's defended by Claxton on the outside. Tatum, crossover. 5 in the shot clock. Step back 3 in the air at the left wing. Around the rim, no good. TJ Warren with a defensive board. 3:15 left to go. Brooklyn with the ball. Kyrie, crossover, lost it. Got put to the corner, kicked to the corner, and the clock will stop with 3:09. Kicked ball violation. It will stay Brooklyn possession. Yes, I plan on being back tomorrow. 3:09 left to go. I think Tatum actually got credited for the assist in that play. That Rob Williams got the throw down. Turn around, Kyrie missed off the back rim. Tatum with another defensive rebound. 19 and 10 now for Tatum. As Boston will slow down the basketball, playing tough defense all game on Kyrie. 8 for 21 from the floor. Kyrie today with 22 points. Those shooting numbers looking like the 2019 playoffs. For Kyrie, shooting just 8 for 21 today. Tatum driving right to the rim. He's got the bucket, count it in the foul. Jason Tatum and 1 coming up at the free throw line. Draws the foul and Joe Harris takes it straight to the rim. 2:43 left to go. Wasn't the strongest game by Jason Tatum, but gets to 20 points if he makes this free throw tonight. 19 and 10 for Tatum with 4 assists. Free throw is good. I'd take Kansas in that game. Much more challenging schedule in the Big 12. 2:40 left to go. Brooklyn down by 13, largest deficit. Up fake, TJ Warren, jumper, 18-footer straight away, missed off the back rim, and a defensive rebound hauled in for Tatum, who pads his stats. 2:25 remaining. Celtics will slow it down with Smart pass midcourt. Smart lobs it over to Tatum. Tatum guarded by O'Neal. Dribbles up inside the key. Tatum stripped. No call. Turned over by Tatum. Goes back to Brooklyn. There were still 8 seconds on the shot clock when he turned it over. Joe Harris catching fire 3. Drills 1. Out in transition. Puts it to a 10-point game. That's a big sequence right there as we have 2 minutes left to go. Joe Harris with a 3 up the floor. Quick 3 off the Tatum turnover. 18 points by Joe Harris. Celtics will take it past midcourt with Smart as he gets pressured in the backcourt, but able to take it past the half-court logo. 1:45 remaining, 10 on the shot clock. Smart, bounce pass, turnover. They got numbers. A 3-on-1 for Brooklyn, and a wise reach and fall picked up at midcourt by Smart. Game clock will stop with 1:41 left to go. Referees are checking something out right now as we got 1:41 left to play. They got official review up right now. I wonder if they're looking at the time of this foul or what. Let's see. Marcus Smart on the foul. Ooh, yeah, that's just an acting job by Royce O'Neal. Marcus Smart didn't really make much contact with Royce O'Neal at midcourt, but Royce O'Neal did a little acting job right there towards his head area seconds later after Marcus Smart committed the foul. That occurred like 2 seconds later. Yeah, there was contact right at midcourt as O'Neal passed the ball out in transition. Smart called in the reach-in. All the Celtics have to do is just close out the game in the final minute 41. Malika, welcome back in. They put back a second on the clock as well, so 1 second goes back, 1:42 left to go. Yeah, Brooklyn without Kevin Durant tonight in this game, but they've got answers with other players who's really stepped up in the scoring tonight. The analyst on Inside the NBA before the game was saying that Ben Simmons needed to step up and be the number 2 scorer behind Kyrie, which he just doesn't shoot the ball. He only went 0 for 3 today, 13 assists, 9 rebounds. They're going to get him as a facilitator. But other players like TJ Warren, Joe Harris, Seth Curry, those 3 stepped up in the scoring column today as Brooklyn goes right to the rim and scores. 8-point game. Tatum makes the pass to White in the corner. Open 3. That could be the dagger tonight in this one. Derek White drills the 3 at the left corner. Celtics by 11. 1:12 remaining in the timeout on the floor taken by Brooklyn. Jason Tatum with an extra pass out to the corner. Derek White been great from the perimeter tonight. Drills a big-time triple to put Celtics with an 11-point lead with 1:12 left to go. What's good, Gino? Welcome to the stream. 15 by Derek White, 4 for 7 from three-point range tonight. The best three-point shooter for the Celtics. Jason Tatum didn't have his best game today, coming off a 31-point game against the Pelicans yesterday. He's got 20 points and 11 rebounds today for Tatum. But his teammates stepped up. Reason why the Celtics leading, Derek White with a strong first half. 15 by White. Marcus Smart, 16 points, 10 assists. Malcolm Brogdon with a great late third quarter and early fourth quarter. 16 by Brogdon. That's how the Celtics took the lead, because Brogdon put his team on his back and started to knock down some big-time shots. 10 points, 5 boards by Grant Williams. It was all teamwork tonight for the Celtics. Even Luke Cornett had a great game with 11. Champion right now, I would go with Alabama after seeing what they did last night. I think 2 teams that really stuck out to me, Alabama and Kansas. Kansas knows how to win multiple close games. They got experience on that team. Alabama's got depth. 1 minute left to go. Brooklyn missed the 3 off the rim. Celtics come up with a rebound. Tatum at the top of the key tonight. Tatum with 20 points, 11 rebounds, also with 5 assists. Over to Grant Williams. 48 seconds left to go. Grant attacks the paint, floats it up, gets the bounce off the rim, and drops through for 2 there by Grant Williams. Total team effort tonight for Boston in this one. Didn't look the prettiest type of game, but able to get work done Without Jaylen Brown, without Al Horford, Kyrie missed the layup. Tough defense all night long. Ever since they lost to Oklahoma City, giving up 150, this defense has allowed just 106 points to their opponents. The Celtics trying to come up with another rebound. We got a whistle on the foul picked up, though, by Boston. 23 seconds remaining. The Nets now in the bonus. Oh, it's been incredible, man. Celtics having a great season. Looking like they could win a chip. It's just, if they can get this defense going, the offense wasn't on fire. Brooklyn speaks to volumes. Their defense this year. Brooklyn came into the game. Their last 6 games, Brooklyn had allowed opponents to 107 points or less, and the Celtics break that tonight, scoring 109 right now. First free throw good at the line for Royce O'Neal. Second free throw is a make as well. But Boston holding Brooklyn to just 45% shooting. That number was well above 50% entering halftime. Second half adjustments defensively for the Celtics. Also the rebounds, big difference in the game. Plus 16 in the glass, 48-32 for Boston. Offensive rebound, big number here, 12-5 in favor of the Celtics. Boston out-hustled Brooklyn by miles. On the boards tonight in this game, the Nets made it close because of forcing Boston turnovers, but the Celtics, once they settled in, late stage of the third, into the fourth quarter, they took control, they made their shots. They really moved the ball well, and the Celtics get their 9th straight win against Brooklyn. That includes the 4-game sweep last season in the playoffs. Boston gets the victory tonight, 109-98 the final score, in a game that involved multiple double-digit scores for both of these teams. Nobody really stuck out as the superstar tonight in this game. Jason Tatum finishes with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Shot just 2 for 10 from 3 and 7-22 from the floor. But his teammates really stepped up. 6 players, double figures for Boston. That included Luke Cornett, who played a grand total of 17 minutes, who was a perfect 5 for 5 from the bench. Malcolm Brogdon gave this team the lead because of his big third quarter into the early fourth. 16 from the bench by Brogdon. 16 points, 10 assists by Smart. 12 points by Grant Williams. Derek White with 15, the best three-point shooter in the team tonight, making 4 threes. Brooklyn finishes with 24 by Kyrie. Celtics played them tough, forced them to shoot 9 for 24 from the floor. 18 by Joe Harris. Off the bench, 20 points by TJ Warren. Thanks so much, all, for joining in for this one. Great victory for the Celtics tonight in this game. 109-98 the final score. Boston, top team in the NBA. They improved to 31-12 in the season. Brooklyn drops to 27-14 for the number 2 team in the East. We're going to close out to the channel members before we wrap up here. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here, as we have Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Jess, Ahino Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Michael Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Siegel, Woo Pig, Ian, Oink Oink, and Emmanuel. Thanks so much, all, for joining and being a part here in the stream tonight. Another Celtics victory. Boston wins 109-98 to the Brooklyn Nets on the road for the Celtics. Top team in the NBA now at 31-12. Thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.